All right, y'all. That quick. We are
Man.
bike. We
No,
bike.
they don't even know we back because we didn't get a chance to drop the episode we just recorded.
You sure right. We did not get a chance to drop the episode we just recorded in regards to the Cassie Diddy lawsuit. Man, so we live, we coming to y'all live. We on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Dexter, if you want to hop in, Dexter's
He can come
here.
on YouTube. He can come on YouTube too if he wants to and jump on the YouTube link too.
Yeah, I'm turning the volume down, but we are streaming live and we finna talk that shit. So I'm turning my volume down. You got to turn your volume down on your your Twitter.
Yeah.
Whew. It's been a crazy, chaotic week.
Oh man, this has been a crazy week. Like it's beyond crazy, yo.
Crazy. It like how did we get here? Like I mean, we know how we got here.
I mean,
actually, you
shout
know
out to
what? You have to
Combs,
mute
man.
it. You
Combs
have
is
to turn
doing
it
it.
on mute. So hit your mute button on your screen on your
Okay, so
Instagram.
okay,
Yeah. So just
got you.
hit the
Okay,
mute.
there we go.
Yeah, because if you turn it down, it's still coming up. Okay. Anyway, and I know, and it's crazy. Oh wait, that means they can't hear us.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
I forgot because when I did this with Farron was actually with me. So then I just remembered. Y'all, we live
Okay,
on
we'll give us
YouTube.
feedback. Hey, hold up. Everybody go over to the YouTube. Come jump over
Go
there.
to our YouTube. Go to our YouTube. Hold up. Wait, I wonder if I move it, would you really hear it though? Oh, they're
I
saying no
mean,
audio. Okay. All right. Y'all, okay. Let me get the link. Let me try to link the YouTube. View on YouTube. Like, okay, go to our YouTube page. Either mine, which is St. Angela's, or go to Daryl's, which is you. Are you from the SOLC network, right? You live on there?
yep, yep, yep.
Okay. Okay. I'm about to give y'all the link. I'm about to give y'all the link in the comments before we get into it. Sorry, y'all, technical difficulties, but I'm trying to get y'all the link.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right,
so
let's
Daryl
get
left.
into it.
Okay.
So all of us, yeah.
All right, just go ahead.
So all the listeners,
I can
if y'all,
go ahead. You got it.
yes, and all the listeners, hey, if you're getting this, we're gonna attach this to the front part of the original video we did, but this is breaking news, so we had to jump
It's
in here
breaking.
and discussing like break. We literally just finished recording an hour ago, and we was like,
Literally,
we
and
need to come back in real quick.
Daryl hit me with the text message. Daryl hit me with the text message like, hey, look at this, New York Times. That's the
And that's
lawsuit is
it's
settled
official.
that fast. Like, what's crazy is that you literally just said we ain't even got to discovery yet. And I literally was breaking down the ins and outs of this case and like the history of everything to my sister. And then I got that message and then that call from you. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to drink a coffee and make it do what it do. Because we here now. Like
Hey, look,
this is crazy.
he had to look. The discovery had to have like because I kept on saying the last show. Why didn't he settle this before?
Exactly. I don't know, but like that's one of the things that said, hey, they didn't want discovery to even take place. She said that she's very happy with like it's amicable, like it's fair. We don't know the amount.
I know the
But I
amount.
feel like
I'm gonna go out on a limb and tell you the amount, Dom.
what do you think the amount is?
50 mil.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna push it a little higher. I was gonna push it a little
I
higher.
was because if they was claiming that she was asking for 30, you already put 30 out there as a number. So now
Yeah.
if you put 30 out there, go and throw 20 more on that.
And then think of if it had went to trial, she probably could have saw well into the eight figures.
Yep.
Like, because you put 30 mil out there. What is the Well, I mean, she could have probably saw 9. Because think about it, I was just watching. You remember I was watching the burial, and that's what happened in the burial. And ultimately, they went back after they went to like civil court, and the cost got down. But that initial amount that company was gonna have to pay that funeral home, it was like something like 100 mil. And it was likely that company didn't have that money. This is crazy. That fast.
Like, this is, I did not want Cassie to have to go through the trauma of like going through that discovery and stuff, but I did want to see the discovery though. Like it's the salacious part of me did want to see the discovery though.
Here's the crazy thing is that all we're gonna get now, I just literally text my hairstylist, and it's gonna be more people. It's gonna be more people that's gonna come out and probably be able to say something now because of this.
Pandora's box is open.
Yep. And then not to mention, Janelle made a valid point. With all these claims, it could the state technically could enter this and file charges against him. Because in a lot of the cases, more recent history, Rihanna Chris Brown, the state of California filed charges. The state of California filed charges against Tory Lanez. So, baby.
And then shout out to Antonio Jackson. He said, I wanted to see everything later. I did too, man. I did too.
Here's the crazy thing. Doja said, hey, they don't give Daryl no more fuel on Brother Love. This is it's just like, I hope that people, not just Cassie, but other people get justice. Because just like when I said in the episode that we recorded an hour ago, that it was one of his former chefs that sued him for sexual harassment and being not paid, not being paid like for overtime back in 2017.
But you know what the sexual harassment was for, right? If you read the you know what it was for. He was cooking and serving them during the freak offs.
Yep. And that is true. That is true. I know that very well to be true from multiple people that are
Pandora's box open. And Puffy should have thought about all of this because you got the Grammys coming up. But I said he should have settled for that 30 and just gave her that 30 months ago and just had her sign an NDA. None of this would ever came out.
Because think about it now. It's just like now this is more fuel to the fire. It's gonna be so many people that's gonna be able to come out and say something.
Now another problem is, what if that chef you're talking about goes to their case and they deposition Cassie to talk about did that happen while you was there? They was trying to serve y'all while I was having a freak offs. She could still be subpoenaed.
Yeah, she can still be subpoenaed
for that other case with the chef. Like, hey, Cassie already said in this that it happened.
Do you think that at the end of this, since this is now settled, do you think that there's some form of agreement where she can no longer, like now there's a gag order on her? Like, do we think that's possible?
But you can be subpoenaed though. That's still
you can still be subpoenaed if somebody else says something.
Right. Yes.
But do you think that she be per the instructions of whatever this agreement says, do we think that now that there is a gag order? So Cassie can't write no book. It's no tell laws. And
she wrote her book. No, that problem was her book.
But ultimately, no. I'm saying in the sense like, okay, so if she got subpoenaed, and let's say there is a gag order now, what does that look like?
Now,
yes, Jeremy, we have to write on.
If it's what's in there, whatever's in there, it's got to be for her dude can't be talking no more either. Talking salacious on the internet about me.
He was too much anyway, and I get it. you want your partner, you want your wife to be vindicated, like you want her to come out on top. That's I definitely, that is not, but like I said, I felt like that was too much. You and just hopping in comments, oh, Puffy got on the album, that nigga gay. I mean, he didn't say nigga, but you know what I
Right.
mean. Like,
Oh, because that'd have been crazy.
yeah, because that would have been real crazy. But ultimately, here we are, and that quick. This is like the quickest this is the quickest settlement in like the history of like settlements.
But to me, it's even worse because he could have settled this before. You already opened up Pandora's box. You thought that was the ego of Puffy. He thought that, yeah, man, you ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't giving you no 30 mil.
Yeah.
You know, my name Hollywood Cole. Come say do something.
Well,
And
ultimately, like we said, even events, as we spoke about an hour ago prior to getting this news, you have people that have sponsored events from your alcohol company and they're canceling events because of just the proximity.
The Grammys is coming up too, Dom.
If I was him, I would say, no, if I was him, I'd definitely be inside. Like, it's full on Trey Songz, you got to go in and hide it for a while. Like, seriously,
but can Puffy's ego let him do that?
You might pop out at a random concert that where the tickets are $15, but he got to fall back, and like you said, he probably
no, but that's his ego. Dom, we talking about Puffy. He loved to be outside. Could his ego do it? Could his ego keep him not outside?
He got to go inside.
Now,
he's got
his
to
first
go
interview.
Inside.
Now he's gonna have to talk about this. He's gonna have to do an interview. Who does he do the interview with?
But Puffy having doing an interview is kind of going to make it worse. If I were his PR, if I was his publicist, like understanding the ins and outs of even crisis PR, if I were Puffy, I would just let this boil over. I would not speak on it. I would not say anything, because anything that you say is going to be detrimental. Because listen, here's the thing too about settlements. Settlements don't mean that you're guilty.
Right.
And it does not mean that you are not admitting fault. Like, it could go either way, but I just want this to be done and go away. If Puffy were smart and the people around him were smart, don't say shit. No Gayle King, sorry. Oprah, no. Katie Curry,
no Tamara Hall.
Nobody. Don't talk about it. You gotta let it die off.
So
and the way that the news, like,
let me ask you this, down. How low is he got to get then? Like, how long has he got to go underground?
Puffy got to go into hiding for like a year or two.
Ooh.
But here's the thing.
Do that? Can he
because
do that?
As much as the news cycle turns, low key, we'll forget about this by the time the Grammys come around Valentine's Day, right?
We will come back up because he's nominated. He's nominated. He's gonna come back up. He's nominated.
So ultimately, that's why I said you still gotta stay indoors. You can't go outside. You can go outside, like you can be spotted, but don't be all that frolicking and Diddy bopping. No, you gotta breathe, stretch, shake, and let it go. You like stay inside. You got to chill, because especially with all the on top of the Tupac shit, we're indoors. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah. Oh man,
you gotta shut it down. He gotta chill. The little project, and see, he probably, like I said, knowing what that project is, I don't even know if he should drop that. The check for everybody has cleared. Everybody got paid. So whether it sees a lot of day, it's like, we gonna be wondering, are we gonna really wonder about it? No. You want to know what I worry about? The Beyonce and Alicia Keys video, Put It in a Love Song. Why the fuck hasn't that ever come out? That's what we care about. Ain't nobody gonna miss this mini movie that he made. They don't even know that. Oh, okay, sorry, I might have spilled it to you if nobody knew that was coming, but yeah.
So hold on. So Diddy's had a movie coming out?
Yeah, it was like a movie, like a mini movie. You know how people have like, it's like a project that goes along with the album.
Like Lemonade was.
Yeah.
So, but Puffy, we're gonna see how egotistical he is.
Yeah, he's Scorpio. We'll see if he can dial it back.
I don't know, man. Yeah, that's a good point. Antonio, do you see what Antonio said about? Do you think people feeling his music are checking for Diddy?
Here's the thing. Outside of this, we had Last Train to Paris, and you know I'm a Last Train to Paris fan. A lot of people didn't like it. I enjoyed it. But I don't think he has to be quiet. Nobody wakes up saying, I wonder when that next Puffy album gonna drop. Nobody. And I'm not shitting on him. I'm not negating what he has done for the culture or anything, but you can do shit for the culture and still be a fucking dick. The two can coexist.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
nobody's checking for it.
Nobody. We wasn't checking for this. And let me tell you, when that song with Bryson Tiller, I hate that song. That song is muted on my Spotify. It can't play. No, not checking for
it. Oh wow! Somebody said Diddy gonna go to Bali with Russ.
Like he that's where he need to go. Like you said it earlier, that's where he needs to go.
Dang, somebody said, and it's like y'all spoiling what we already talked about in the comments.
Listen. You said it. You either boarding the last train to Paris or you gonna take the last flight to Bali.
Hey, it's real. It's real, man. Thank y'all for all the people jumping in the live, though. It's a lot of people in the live.
Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming over.
Everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody in the live.
Shout out to everybody that's listening on IG.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. We got people on Facebook. We got people on Twitter. We live everywhere.
We live everywhere. We on top of it. My homeboy said, "Dang, y'all, you on this already?" Like I was that means that low key, them lawyers, they've been sitting for hours today. Because it was more stuff hitting the fan today.
Oh no, they've been working 24-hour shift.
Yes, they've been mediating for the past 24 hours.
Dude, they got it mediated at night. That's how much they've been working. They got a settlement at night.
Okay. So it was, and they've low-key probably been mediating for 48 hours. Because if you're saying that it was entered into court on Kim's death date, which was 2 days ago on the 15th.
Yes. Yep.
But it just hit the fan. It just hit the public yesterday. And then now, and it's in New York. So that means it's almost midnight in New York. They've been mediating for 48 hours. Pretty sure. At least 24. My God. And like I said,
said, I mean, Antonio Jackson said lawyers have to make sure he had the money. He had the money. They had to make sure he had the money. He said like he ain't got the money.
Hey, he had that money, like you said, he clearing 99 mil a year. Oh my gosh.
But my thing is, why didn't he do it in the first place? Why didn't he do it in the first place?
The ego. Like you said, his attorneys already said, everybody already said you should have, why like this shouldn't even got this far. The moment that they sent that this, you were made privy to this, which I'm pretty sure somebody clearly served you. And you got your lawyers on that phone. They told you, settle that shit, and you didn't. And here we are. And now this is setting the stage because this is just going to get worse. Because this is going to be.
Oh no, Antonio, hold on, Antonio, my man. 30 mil was already quoted as the original price. It's more than 30 mil, my brother. It's more. That was the original that his lawyer said it's 30 million that she was asking for. It's more than that. We talking about 50.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely at minimum it's 50. And I low key, I could see her clearing close to 100.
I was thinking that too, but that was the stretch for me. Was thinking the
But
hundred
here's the
ball was
thing,
there.
because she said that she is, her statement says that she is happy, she's happy with the terms. I bet part of that is pretty much a gag order. So he gave her enough, because think about, had she written a book and really detailed that shit.
The book is
Like, yes, you said, oh, the book is the deposition, but think if
mm-hmm.
she really got to really detail the ins and outs, where they were. Like my sister said, the police, the state would have got a hold of that, and that would have became a criminal case.
And you got to remember in the deposition there, he's not the only one put in there as a defendant. So it's other people probably saying too, like, dude, you need to settle this, because she had
Yeah,
heirs to records on there. She had a whole
she
bunch of people
had
as defendants.
she had everything that was associated with him.
So other people was making them calls too, like, hey, you need to do whatever you
Absolutely.
got to do to make sure this happens.
Mm-hmm. But but like that quick full circle, all the people, because you saw it was gonna be, it could just, even if you didn't have like a sexual experience with him, think about just work abuse, like those conditions, that, like who he was when he made the band walk to get that shit, like that's that nigga.
Get the cheesecake. Whew. And that's
Yeah.
just a horrible person, man. It's just a horrible person.
Like I said, like, some people, like I asked you earlier, how we say people can be inherently racist. There's some people that
Yeah.
just are inherently evil. And like your grandma said, your Meemaw,
Yes.
she
That boy.
said
That boy come from killer stock.
that boy come from killer stock.
But this is my only thing. So I just the ego of Puffy is so amazing. I could see him going out to a club in Miami this weekend, like like randomly. Like
Yeah,
it's
I mean
settled.
the Scorpio behavior would, his ego would allow him to do that, because for him it's like, okay, now he really got to move on, quoting that terrible ass song, but he really has to move on from this in his life. Leave that girl alone. Stop calling her. Stop trying to reach her. This is it. That's it. It's done. It's
Whew. I
done.
mean, it's so crazy. The Mount Rushmore egos. That's you, Nathan.
He is. Oh, he's definitely there. He's definitely there. And the other, honestly, this isn't over. Because we did not know, based on our previous conversations regarding the other episodes of the podcast that we did, that this would
Mhm.
happen this fast. But ultimately, I don't think that this is over. But I hope, at least in the sense of Cassie, she's able to find peace and heal from this, and move on. And this also includes, hey, your husband got to shut the fuck up. He got to be quiet too.
Yes.
He's got to be
He's a kind of
quiet.
an extra dude though too. He's kind of an extra dude too. He be all up in the
He's
comments like a
extra.
girl. In her comments, like he comment 3-4 different times. Like, all right, bro. We
And
know
she's been
that's
quiet
your
this
lady. I get it.
entire. Yo, if I've been quiet, just follow my lead, bro. Follow my lead. So I'm interested in seeing, because he settled, what things will look like going forward for like, as far as, like you said, revolt, like that. You had that. You have these, different franchises that you have in place. Are investors pulling out? What's happening? Is this also why? Because you had to make a quick fix real quick.
The quick
Just
fix.
asking.
Yo, this is crazy. The idea of this crazy period in general that he is already settled. Like,
So I told you the quickest
I mean,
settle. The quickest.
I'm interested to
This is the
see.
quick. You're interested to see what?
I'm just interested to see
The
like
fact that we
how
know that,
far.
man, you and I always have shit to say. We always have something to say, and we're both like, I'm telling you, this is not the end. Look, like quote the song. To quote the song, is this the end? I just don't know. We don't.
Man, almost a part of me. Puff should have maybe just let it ride for a week or two because it makes it look even worse that you wrapped it up this fast.
He had too much to lose. He the only person that had something to lose. He had way too much to lose. She had too many people that was gonna vouch for her. And like you said, like if this did go to you, he didn't settle and this went to court. It ain't just the people that you got to worry about subpoena. Like will be subpoenaed to come to court. It would have been she requested a jury. There was no way he was getting out of that. That's why I was like, if he didn't give her 100 mil, he definitely was going to end up having to give her something crazy just because based on what was happening alone.
Woo.
Like think of Kid Cudi's car blowing up. You said you was gonna blow that nigga shit up, and you and
I mean, oh, this is crazy.
He could turn around and be like, like he already said, this is true. He did that shit. Kid Cudi, low key, depending on how long ago that was. That's attempted murder right there.
Man, I've been waiting for this day. I know Doja, man, you know, because I've been beating that drum against Puffy since 1997. I've been telling people this before I even knew what it just didn't feel right in my soul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I feel vindicated, man. You know, you feel like, you know, you've been fighting this good fight against him. I've been fighting this good fight against Puffy for a long time, and people's like, you being a hater, D, you doing all this, doing all that.
No,
Puffy is poison, y'all.
You knew the real.
Puffy is poison.
So, I just want to say this. So, do we think that ultimately, because now this has so many eyes, do we think that the state will do anything about this, or they just gonna let it go? Because he probably would have to pay them off. Because I think even yesterday, for that flub, and then for the NYPD to say, "Oh no, they had it wrong," like that's a huge accusation to say that he was in he was basically much being probed.
Yeah.
And then to say that he wasn't, that's huge. That's a huge fuck up. Nah, something ain't right.
Oh man, this is hilarious that this is all happening. For real, this is like I couldn't have scripted this. Like, for real.
Yeah. It's so many people that have been affected by this that some probably in some way feel vindicated, but I don't like I said, I don't think this is the last that we'll hear about this. And depending on the terms and the statute of limitations of some of the other stuff, I can see people coming forward. And everybody's saying the same thing. They ain't never seen a court case settled this quick.
I mean, we didn't get through the weekend. They was like, we getting this done.
Like you said, he probably will
before the week is up.
But like you said, he probably will go outside and be seen and just move as if nothing ever happened. But I don't know. If I was him, I would just chill for a second. I would just lay low.
He got this is gonna be if Diddy is smart, he need to stay inside, right?
He
We're
gotta
gonna
he
see
gotta
if
stay
he's the
inside.
ego once again. But I don't know if he can. I don't know if his personality can take it for him to be able to stay inside. Like he can't
Like
to do
them parties that y'all be going to at Puffy House that I never get invited to. Y'all can't go. Don't go. Don't have no parties.
it. The white party's over.
Oh, it's all over. Cause
That white
cause
party's
who
done
said,
for.
somebody already said it'd be weird shit happening at the white parties. And if this and if the prostitution thing and all that stuff, like what we read in freak offs, they was them freak offs was happening there too.
Oh man, like this. Ooh, yeah, somebody made that. As they say, is they say the white man made a call, and who's that white man? Somebody said it earlier in the comments. Clive Davis made that call to Mr. Combs and said, "Boy, you better handle that.
Yeah.
You better handle that."
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
care. But no, man, no, I ain't gonna let her get no money off of me. All I said to you is you need to go handle that. Give that girl a blank piece of paper. Y'all walk out the room. You write the number you want down on her, and we come back.
Yep. Yep.
And he, Nathan said, Loon
Somebody
calling
said,
his
"Oh,
lawyer.
that's my homeboy. That's my homeboy Nate."
Hey, shout out to Loon. It's
Mario
man.
Winans, all of them.
I mean,
B5.
now let's take another off ramp here. How does this
Okay.
affect Carisha's career?
Uh well, she was already kind of venturing on her own, doing her own thing, because the City Girls album didn't sell well. If things, I feel
Mhm.
like they just doing stuff to just do stuff right now. I feel like they just need to chill and focus on their own shit, because like y'all not moving, y'all not a unit no more. And so I think that ultimately, I mean, Carisha for the most part, she was smart, which
But
I've
she's
been
built through
saying.
Puffy.
No, but this is the thing about Carisha. This is why I keep telling people. Carisha ain't getting down how we think she getting down with him. She getting paid because she getting that is also part of the gag order. She probably be doing a little recruiting for his little freaky deaky side, all of that stuff. But if she is smart, if she is really getting 250K a month, you might go buy a bag and then you putting the rest of that shit up. You might go buy some shoes. You putting the rest of that shit off. Your house should be paid for. If not paid for, almost paid for. And because you also got City Girl money and you selling merch, her stuff have been selling out. So you have money. If anything you learned, and even if he's a fucked up person, I'm a person that still believes that we leave people better than how we met them, right? You learn some
Yes.
financial things from him. You learn how to hustle from him. Start distancing yourself from that nigga. Like your
Mm.
show that you got is on his network. It's sponsored by his alcohol brand. So it wasn't like it was Casamigos sponsoring Carisha Please on the Revolt Network. All your money was still coming from him. Should be all right.
But is it? But but she's built through Puffy though. Is what I'm saying for
She
her career
she
outside of the City Girl.
Yeah, outside of the City Girls, get in the booth, figure it out.
Oh,
She's not the best rapper in the City Girls anyway. Like, we gonna keep it a buck, but she's fun,
yeah.
cute girl. But also, like I said, now you know how to get to the bag. You know what to do. You know how you got a podcast, so you could potentially go and do something on another network. Advertisers will pay you. She'll be all right. Actually, can you stay out of the podcast room? Because we trying to pop off and y'all taking money out of the people that deserve to be here in this space. So actually don't go do that shit. Don't go do that shit. But what I'm like, she could figure it out. And I'm the same way. I'm the only that's the same shit I've been saying the whole time about Carisha. If she was smart, she took some of that money and would have and put shit aside for her kids too. Because there's no way. She been with Diddy for like 2 years. Damn near 2 years. Now I don't know when this alleged allowance started, but you done got some M's off of that nigga. Just saying.
Yeah.
And she's an Aquarius like us. So I would hope that she would think ahead and not just about now. Part of me, and knowing her upbringing, she is thinking ahead. It's just a game that she is playing.
Somebody brought up in here, Bill Williams brought up in here. He said she think that he think that Puff gone, or might be, I don't know if Bill is a man or woman, but that she gonna act like she a down chick maybe. Like, oh, I'm gonna hold my man down.
That's part of the city girls persona. But I feel like they be on and they be off. They be on and off.
In general. In general.
And it ain't what we think. What we think it is, it ain't. I don't think so. And I could be potentially giving her too much credit based off of our character traits. But I'm just saying.
Wow, this thing is just crazy.
This is crazy. Like I said,
is crazy.
He had to settle that. He had to. If he knew what was good for him, like he had to settle. And like you said, he shouldn't have ever got this far. He should have just paid her and kept it moving. But I'm telling you, ultimately, this has started a trend. She gave people the space to feel safe, to speak up. I'm just saying.
Diddy, you in trouble?
You're in trouble.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. He need to just go ahead and go to Bali and hang out with Russell Simmons.
And they need to take a picture together, saying, "I had to get some R&R in my brother."
I'm on this new journey. I'm on the self-reliant, transcendentalism journey. I've walked with my ancestors.
Come on now, Dom. Puffy is too egotistical to try to do all that.
Yeah, that's what he gonna say. That's what he gonna say, and then he's gonna say, take that at the end of
it. He's too egotistical for that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, what does the Bible say about the ego? I gotta do better on my Bible verses. Galatians 2.85 verse 2 says, "Hey, as strongest as thy ego iseth, the ego can also get you humbled super quick."
That is like, yo. But as the great Mos Def said about the Cassie thing, I was thinking about it after we finished our thing. Mos Def says on Miss Fat Booty 2, the remix with Ghostface on it, he says, "Be careful what you wish for, because you might get it in heaps. Mm-hmm. And when you want to give it back to God, he'll tell you, no, that's yours to keep."
That's a good one.
I've always lived my life by that. Like, all right, wasn't something so bad. And then it's like, no, you really want it, right? You really wanted that. You really pined for that. No, you have it. You hold that.
Yeah. Shout out to the great Yasin B.
Oh, Puffy. Yeah. They podcast is hilarious too, for the record. That Midnight Miracle.
Oh, I didn't know that Yasin has a podcast. Did I ever tell you how I met him in Paris?
Him, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, wow.
Randomly?
Yeah,
it's good.
So We were when we were in Paris in April, last April. My cousin works for Robert Glasper, and so she just happened. They happened to be in Paris, so we were in Paris. And with him living overseas, I don't know where it is. Is Most Def in Africa or where is he? I don't know where Most Def is.
He lives in different. He just travels. Yeah.
Yeah. So ultimately, he ends up performing because we had like backstage passes and stuff. But like we see him perform all that stuff like from the side. We meet him, all of that stuff. He's really nice guy. It was so random. It was just like so we literally woke up that morning and went to Versailles, and then my sister was like, "Oh, we gonna go to this concert at the Louis Vuitton Foundation," and that's what we did. Fun day.
If you also know, Most Def dissed Puffy on his second album. Him and Leo Cohen on the song. They took it off the album.
I just wonder if listen, I just wonder if like if there right now are there people sitting at home that probably like you said like that dissed him that was like, well, don't fuck with him because we know the truth, blah 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 blah. Are they kind of chuckling?
Like so, I mean, I don't know. Did he try to run up on Most Def too, and Most Def weren't having it. They was finna fight. Because Most Def dissed him on this song. He redid Children's Story from Slick Rick. He dissed him twice. He dissed him the first time on Children's Story they made for the Black Star album. He was like, it's a dude pulling up in a shiny suit. And it was talking about Puffy. It was like he redid Children's Story by Slick Rick, but put Puffy in there.
Oh my, okay. So, but see, here's the thing: is that also Puffy used to niggas running away from that fade. And then when you meet somebody that be about it like you, it's like, oh shit. Like,
or Puffy's also Tupac in Above the Rim. Go remember at the end with Wood Harris, we was like, go handle your business. Nigga, go handle your business and gave somebody else that's gonna amp them up to do some shit. He's good for that shit too.
Yeah.
Go handle shine for instance.
And honestly, now knowing if he with this history of abuse to women, like that's totally on brand because it's like, would you really do that to like somebody that's your own size? Or okay, I don't want to put I don't want to be speaking on nobody's sexuality, so never mind.
Yeah. We ain't doing that not a lot. Shout out to the 8 people here, and then I know you got about how many people you got on your live?
Oh, my phone was dying. I had 3%. I had to shut that off. And I was like, I don't know where my charger is. And I was like looking around and I was like, it's not in here.
All right, all the people that sit here, thank y'all. But
yeah, thank y'all so much.
He only fights people he think he can beat up. He only fights people he think he can beat up.
Oh yeah. That's like it's just really wild. Like I cannot believe as quick as this came, it's gone away, but it's not.
Oh, shout out to you, Nathan. Nathan, you got to go check out Surviving Diddy Part 1. We do break down the whole Tupac Diddy thing, Nathan. If you want to go back to the archives, we spoke. This is Surviving Diddy 2. Actually, and this is like the redux. This is like the epilogue at the end of the movie, and you like, or like a Marvel movie, and you be like, you stay for the end credits. You be like, damn, Thanos is here, like because we have more to talk about. Man, it's wild. It's wild.
I just hope she finds. I hope she finds some sort of peace. I really do. I hope she finds some sort of peace. Because this is just the beginning, especially based on like it's so crazy that medium was on point 5 months ago talking about I'm seeing something coming November 2023. Damn. I might
Good old
let me call you now for my tarot reading because girl,
the
that's
remix.
wild.
It's called the remix.
Like this has been a week. Like think if Wendy Williams was
Oh,
on, or like even if she was like on radio, and Wendy
oh,
Williams has always talked shit like about this as well, about what
yeah. She's always had
very
a thing against punk.
always vocal about it. Oh,
She
child,
always said some stuff about Puffy though.
she did.
She
She always thought.
always
I mean,
did. Like,
a lot of people, but I mean, like I said, this wasn't hidden. This was in plain sight, and everybody chose to turn the other cheek and ignore it. And now that it was like a big thing, now y'all want to tune in and then go back over the history of stuff where it's always been there. This isn't, oh, let's take a black man out, like it's always somebody trying to take down town. No, it's not. Some people can just be terrible as assholes. It is that simple. It's that simple. Y'all making shit deeper than what it needs to be. It be simple. But
yeah, I
we're gonna
mean,
see how all of this unfolds because
he's just a bad dude.
if in
Oh
the
no, surviving
recent
Diddy is
weeks
just
or months, yeah, like we'll see if somebody will
surviving
come
Diddy
out in
just
the
getting picked up.
she.
Whew.
Well, you got anything else?
No, 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 no. This is man. Shout out to you,
Yeah,
Cassie. I
this was
hope you get your healing. Sweetheart.
yeah, dead ass. Well, y'all, thank y'all for popping into Everyone Needs an
Yeah,
Aquarius.
thank you. Oh man, we don't do the many lives, but you know this one had to go live.
No, I be trying to get Daryl to do it, and he don't be with it, and I get it. It's fine, but you know we got some stuff that we working on for
You know, I
y'all.
like to edit my stuff in the background and do some
You
stuff
can
like
still
that. You
edit
know,
it. It be a whole thing. Like people can watch it live, then you can, and then people see the replay, which will be edited. But Nathan said most lawsuits are settled at the 11th hour before the trial starts. This had to be a different type of level of bad for Puffy.
ooh,
That's no, we oh, it was
that's what I
absolutely.
said. It didn't even like a week. Like it was.
It wasn't even a week. Yeah. Like I said, he knew because it was gonna be so many people. He would have lost probably quadruple after this was done. He would have, because it was no way. And with all of them kids that he got, because
Yeah,
what about, don't forget how he beat up Justin Coach at UCLA out here.
yeah, with the kettlebell.
And then you never heard nothing else.
Don't forget Steve Stout. Don't forget Steve Stout getting hit with a bottle over the "Hate Me Now" video.
Don't forget the two executives that came up dead.
Well, damn. Don't forget Drake getting beat up outside the club, which I was fine with. But you
I
still can't be putting your hands
mean,
on people.
you can't be putting your hands on people. So I mean, I guess let's wrap it up. If something else come out before,
Yeah,
listen.
yeah. Thank y'all.
Then if something crazy come out overnight, y'all know where to find us here in the morning. Now my dad's
Exactly.
flight like at 10:30.
Like, look, we giving y'all coverage. We giving y'all 24-hour coverage. Diddy
24-hour
coverage,
coverage.
24
We
hours.
got y'all. So we already, listen, we own it. So
Yeah,
don't
we
forget that
appreciate
I
y'all,
have,
yo.
yes, and because it's the holidays, holidays have and Christmas have started early on Saint-Angelus.com. I have your candles at 50 off of your purchase of $50 or more. At checkout, use code half off, as well as Hop over to the All Deaf channel. I'm on the latest 2 episodes of Let Me Try, the Thanksgiving
Yeah,
edition, and I believe there are 2 more episodes coming based on what I ate that day. So that's all, as well as the Whiskey Sour podcast. Daryl has his entire network of podcasts on the SOLC network, which this show is included on. What else you got, Daryl?
that's it. I mean, hey, just stay tuned in for more Surviving Diddy. I'm about to make some music for that section of our show too.
Okay. All right,
I
y'all. Have
might
a
do.
good night.
I might be doing some take that, Surviving Diddy. Take that,
Okay.
Surviving Diddy.
Okay. Good night, y'all.
Good night.